Matlala walking into the hearing room, shackled, cameras flashing, and then came the bombshell. Matlala accused former police minister Bheki Cele of demanding a 1 million rands bribe and claimed he paid half. Two cash drops, 300,000 rands at a Pretoria penthouse, 200,000 rands at Beverly Hills Hotel in KZN, but later decided not to pay more money.
And your response was, I can't give you 1 million, but I can give you 300,000.
No, I didn't give him 300,000. I gave him 3, and then again I gave him 2, like I mentioned. And the day I decided to stop, I was supposed to give him 300,000 again, but that never happened. It's when I decided to stop taking his calls.
So, just to summarize, he wanted 1 million.
Yes.
And you made 2 payments to him of 500,000.
Yes.
And when the balance was demanded, you stopped.
Yes.
So let's go to the first occasion. When did he make his demand for 1 million? Was it before he came to stay at your apartment? Was it at your apartment or in your apartment?
Yes, at my apartment.
And were you accompanied from the bank to your apartment with such a huge amount of money?
No, I was not accompanied. I don't know if you know mainland Maine. You can actually walk from inside the center, the mall. You don't need to get outside the mall and go to my apartment. Okay. So you can just walk right inside and go upstairs with the elevator to the penthouse. So you don't need to get outside.
And I know you have your own personal VIP protection services company, but that was a huge amount of money to walk with. Was it in a bag, in a suitcase, in a Woolies bag, in some paper bag? How did you move that kind of money?
Yes, it was inside the Woolworths shopping bag.
The alleged underworld kingpin faced a barrage of questions, a 360 million rand SAPS contract, bribery claims and whispers of deep infiltration into law enforcement.
The PKTT.
On the Tembisa Hospital saga, he denied any role on the SAPS tenders. He dodged details.
The SIU, we know that the SIU is investigating or has investigated the Tembisa Hospital matter. Why is your name mentioned in connection with that tender?
I would love to know as well.
Then came the emotional moment. EFF leader Julius Malema relayed a plea from the mother of missing businessman Jerry Bushokga, begging Matlala to return her son.
You know very well, me and your son, we are very, very, very close friends. We've done a lot of things together, traveled together, me and his wife and my wife, and there was nothing that I will do to harm your son. Actually, your son was like a young brother to me. So there are people who are getting between us, trying to convince you that I took your son so that you might think of me as this boogeyman that people paint me to be. But from the bottom of my heart, I've never and I will never, ever do anything to harm your son or your family.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry.
Matlala insists he's never kidnapped Bushokga and never rode in blue light convoys and has no ties to Pretoria's feared Boko Haram's gang. Action SA MP Darylin James pressed him on firearm licenses. Democratic Alliance MP Glenys Breitenberg didn't mince any words.
If you could not collect all your firearms from Brooklyn because you were not the owner, because that's what we were told, right? Why did you proceed to launch a High Court application regarding all the firearms?
I was not the owner.
Yes.
Of what?
Of the firearms, of all the firearms, over 25 firearms.
Even now, I still have the licensed firearms of my firearms, and I even have the copies of the licensed firearms. They are registered under my name, under my company. So when you say they're not under my name, I do not understand. Or we can do this, if it's possible, I don't know, that I can arrange that tomorrow, I don't know where, then they can bring the licenses to check when were they issued and who did they belong to. They are mine. There's
Definitely.
something I think
That is exactly what we should have had at this
Yes.
committee. We should have
Yes.
had the evidence of the SAP 13 book to
Yes.
verify your statement.
Yes, I think there's something that is missing there, but
Definitely.
I'm telling you honestly, those firearms, they belong to me. And then I have even the license of those firearms.
In my view, Mr. Matlala, you're not a businessman. You're a crook.
I am.
You're a thief. You're a fraud. And you're corrupt. And the problem in this country today is that people like yourself clothe yourself in the respectability of calling yourself a businessman when you are nothing but a dishonest thug. You make an illicit fortune by stealing from the poorest of the poor. It's people like you and your associates that have robbed generations of South African children of their futures. Shame on you, sir. I'm finished, Chair.
And that wasn't all. Matlala admitted meeting KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, a meeting allegedly arranged by Cele.
Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi said he'll help you with your contract flow, but you needed to cooperate, because he was very close to General Nkuwa, who oversaw your contract. So what did you understand by him saying you needed to cooperate?
He explained further, but I understood that he said I need to give also them money so that they can work with me.
So are you accusing General Mkhwanazi of also seeking to extort money from you?
Not him, I'm saying he said I must work with General Nkuwa.
Okay, let me rephrase. Are you accusing General Mkhwanazi of encouraging you to do corruption?
I'm not accusing him, that's what he told me.
On Tuesday, SAPS CFO Puleng Dimpane revealed contracts worth 466 million rands were flagged during Matlala's 48 million rands payout.
This particular contract has caused a lot of harm for the department. There is reputational damage. The department is in disrepute. Yes, we have disclosed the 48 million as irregular, but we can't go on in this particular fashion.
Matlala remains behind bars at Kgosi Mampuru. Meanwhile, Ad Hoc Committee Chair Soviet Likhanyane confirmed a second extension, now until February 20th, to complete its probe.
The proceedings of this week here at Kgosi Mampuru were probably the last for this year. I have received a letter from the office of the Speaker. I think the Chief Whip informed me that they have discussed amongst themselves as political parties and have agreed to grant the committee the last extension.
As South Africans wait for the next sitting, the clock is ticking and the revelations are far from over.